A presentation of AIT.
Do you wanna know what it's all about? Start looking from the inside out, and you know that there will be no doubt. Looking from the inside out, looking from the inside out, looking from the inside out.
Whoa, where you off to so fast?
I have to go to work.
To work?
I'm dog sitting for my neighbor. I'm in charge of everything while he's gone. Boxer's water, Boxer's dog food, Boxer's pooper scooper.
Okay, I get the idea. That's terrific.
Bye.
See you later. Being responsible and independent is very important. How does it feel when you're independent?
It makes me feel grown up.
It makes me feel like I can do anything. It makes me feel proud.
Learning to be independent and decide things for yourself is a very important part of growing up. But sometimes being independent looks easier than it really is. Come on in.
Hi, Samuel. Iris, can you come?
Yeah.
All right. Steffi?
I had to beg, but my mom finally said yes.
All right. Amber, can you come to my sleepover party?
Nope, I'm grounded.
This spoils everything.
Well, don't say that. You'll make her feel even worse.
You want to tell us what happened to get you grounded?
It was yesterday. I had this great idea. I thought it was a great idea.
Hi, hon. Is your dad home yet?
Hi. No, he called to say he was taking the 5:30 train home. Did you get my stuff?
Oh, no. I forgot.
Mom, we're starting the art project tomorrow.
I'm sorry, but your dad's business dinner is tonight, and we have guests coming at 7. There just isn't time now.
Wait, I've got a brilliant idea. I reminded my mom she's been saying that I was old enough now to go to the mall by myself for errands. I told her I could go on my bike, buy the art supplies, and be back to set the table for dinner. I figured out how long it would take to get there and back and to buy the stuff, and I calculated I had more than enough time. So you can guess what happened.
You lost your money? You forgot to lock up your bike?
No, I went and bought the art supplies right away. But next to the art store, there's this new computer store.
And you started playing a game.
Computer, 3D, disappearing tile game. And I was getting good at it, too. And before I knew it, it was getting dark outside.
I'm disappointed in you. You didn't think about
I had to call my
what
mom
could
to
happen.
come pick me up, because I'm not allowed to ride alone after dark. And she had to leave the dinner party for my dad's business friends. And it was a total nuclear meltdown disaster.
No, but you're grounded.
The whole thing made me feel like I was such a baby.
You were trying to be independent, do something on your own, and that's good.
But I made a poor decision, and now I'm grounded.
Learning to be independent isn't easy. Amber's problem was that she didn't think about how being late would affect her mom and dad. So how about it, guys? Have any of you had problems trying to be independent?
My grandparents gave me some birthday money. My dad said I could spend it on anything I wanted to. I wanted to get some really cool shoes. Like high tops.
Or jellies.
Yeah, so I walked into the store. I saw these really cool shoes. They were awesome. I didn't even bother on trying anything else. I walked right out of the store with them. Good going.
So where are they?
Well, after I'd had them for a few hours, I got these huge blisters on my feet. And after a few weeks, well, they kind of fell apart.
Well, that's not your fault.
No, but Brian made his decision before he checked out any other shoes.
Right. So maybe if I didn't decide so quickly, I wouldn't have wasted my birthday money.
Brian had a problem because he bought the first pair of shoes he saw.
I'll tell you what happened to me when I tried to be independent. Amber, you just got grounded for the weekend. When my mom saw my last report card, I got stuck going to tutoring every Saturday for 3 months.
Whoa. Wait a second. What does a report card have to do with being independent?
Well, you know I love gymnastics, and I take classes 2 days a week. But then, some of my friends decided they wanted to be in the drama club. I didn't care so much about being in the drama club, but I didn't want to feel left out. So I talked my mom into letting me join.
Where are you going?
What are you doing?
What's up, you guys?
What are you doing?
It's okay with me, Dean. Get your homework done. So now I was busy 4 days a week. Okay, but I didn't know there was going to be a play and a gymnastics show. We had rehearsals all the time.
Steffi, you're never home anymore. Are you sure you're paying attention to your schoolwork?
Mom, I think I can decide that for myself. I'll get my homework done, okay?
When I was your age.
Catch you later, Mom. I'm late to rehearsal.
Steffi, you are great in the gymnastics show.
And you were pretty good in the play, too.
Thanks. I decided to do what my friends were doing, and everything was going great. Until report cards came out.
I can't believe my eyes. All F's.
It wasn't that bad, but I did have to work hard to catch up in school.
Steffi had a problem because she didn't get enough information to make a decision. Just because you all are getting older doesn't mean that automatically you're going to know how to be independent. Being independent in a responsible way is something you have to learn.
I don't get it. It's not like there's classes on being independent.
No, but there are other ways to learn besides classes. We learn from each other, don't we? We learn by talking things through, and we learn by doing things, by practice.
Just like in gymnastics.
Exactly. Now, a big part of being independent is making good decisions. What were some of the choices that Amber had to think about when she ran that errand to the mall?
She had to think about what time to leave to go home.
Because she said she'd be back in time to set the table for dinner.
I did think about the time, but I decided a few minutes wouldn't hurt.
Hey, that decision was the problem. Because we know Amber always loses track of the time when she's playing a computer game.
Okay, you guys, come on back.
All right.
So you see, part of good decision-making is stopping to think about the possible consequences of your decisions and how they affect others as well as yourself.
My decision didn't affect anybody except myself.
Well, that's true. But another step in making a good decision is understanding that there's more than one way to solve a problem. You should consider alternatives before you make your decision.
I didn't want to wait. These are just what I wanted. Are you sure?
What Brian could have done was take his time and considered his other options. That usually helps you make better decisions. You may feel that taking action, doing something right away, is being independent, but considering your options is a good idea.
It's kind of like what happened to me. I mean, Brian didn't think about the alternatives, and I didn't think about what I was getting myself into. I wanted to be in the drama club with my friends, but I made my decision without checking out what it would mean to have all those extra classes and rehearsals. I didn't even have enough energy for gymnastics.
That must have been frustrating. Another step in making good decisions is by getting as much information as you can about your choices before making a decision.
Steffi, what would you do if you had to make your decision over again?
I'd say I'll get a front row seat to your play, people, but I have to stick to gymnastics.
There's another thing. What we're doing right now is part of good decision making. We're thinking over what we did and trying to see if it was a good decision or a bad decision.
I guess we all made bad decisions.
The only way you're going to get experienced at being independent is by trying and learning when you make mistakes. And by the way, kids aren't the only people who make bad decisions. I've made plenty myself.
Sure, like what?
I'll show you. You see this bin?
Yeah.
This is where we're supposed to have some new sports equipment for the after-school program. It was my responsibility. But I have just been too busy to pick out what we need.
So why is that a bad decision?
Well, it was a bad decision because just like Amber knew that she had a hard time stopping at just one game on the computer, I knew that I was too busy to take on this job. I should have thought about the consequences and given the job to somebody else. Which is what I'm doing right now.
What?
I'm making a choice. I'm thinking about the consequences. Looks good to me.
What are you guys doing?
We got lots of good stuff. Baseball bats, tennis rackets, basketballs.
We can't afford all of it. You guys aren't following our plan. We're only supposed to pick out sports equipment I researched, so we know what's good stuff.
I don't like your plan anymore, Amber. There's lots of good stuff here that's not on your list.
This is impossible.
No, it's not. We just need another plan.
And that was the beginning of a good decision. That day, the kids talked about the pros and cons of buying the sports equipment and decided they weren't ready yet. Jeff, Amber, and Brian stopped and thought about their different options and got the facts, keeping the budget in mind. Amber had done some research about the sports equipment, but they also decided to ask the other kids about the kinds of things they'd like. They checked out my opinion on a couple of things too, and came up with a list of alternatives to choose from. Amber, Brian, and Jeff had to look at all aspects of the sports equipment they were buying, think about the consequences, and make some hard choices. But all in all, they had fun making their choices. When they thought about their choices afterwards, they were proud of themselves. They were learning to be independent, responsible decision makers, and that felt good.
somehow, and I think tonight I'm gonna find a way to do it right. From now on, every day is Independence Day. From now on, every day is Independence Day. I know there's gonna be times when I have to choose, and there's no guarantees I can win or lose. But I believe if I think it all through, something's gonna tell me just what I should